I'm losing my cool.
Ko lang din. Iba na kasi yung setup ng Zoom for Facebook.
Yes.
Nag-iba na. Naririnig pa lang. Kinapi pa rin. Okay. So I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Welcome to another evening of your spotlight here on my program on Fil AM Radio. So magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another fun evening here in the United States, here in California. And of course, a very nice morning in Manila, Philippines. Kamusta kayo lahat sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan ngayon? Hopefully you're all having a great day and an evening, lalong-lalo sa mga kababayan natin here in the Bay Area where Fil AM Radio is. I hope you're all having a great dinner. Of course, kasama dyan sa great dinner is parang, of course, itong parang pagsasamahan natin ngayon while you're all having a great dinner. At syempre naman sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin all over the world, magandang gabi at umaga po sa inyong lahat. Of course, unahin ko na dito sa Amerika, sa lahat ng mga taga West Coast, East Coast, South Coast, Midwest, as far as Hawaii and Alaska, sa mga taga Canada, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Africa, and the Philippines. Mabuhay kayong lahat. Today is a very special day because I have a very special guest, a very talented and handsome gentleman who's going to grace our show here on Fil AM Radio, and of course La Vida Poca on my program La Vida Poca, your spotlight. It's his first time, kaya ayoko nang ipa-excite pa kayong lahat kasi alam ko ang dami ng mga nakatutok na fans all over the world sa napaka-talented na binatang ito, lalong-lalo na dyan sa mga taga Middle East. Kaya sa lahat ng mga nununood ngayon, let's make it a habit and make sure you share this video sa inyong mga walls at itag lahat ng mga kaibigan nyo. Huwag madamot at bawal ang nega dito. Dito masaya lang. We're going to have a fun and casual interview, of course, with the one and only, for the very first time here on the Vida Poca, your spotlight. Please welcome Mr. Edward Barber. Hello,
Yes.
Edward.
Hello. Thank you for having me on the show. We were talking just a little while ago sa backstage. Super happy to be here. Hello po sa mga, I guess I can say, kababayan ko. Yes, half po ako, pero Filipino ako. I love you guys.
Oh,
Hello to everyone.
ang importante, andyan pa rin yung dugong Pinoy mo. Of course,
Siyempre.
natin andyan sila June at DJ na mga kasama natin. Although hindi natin nakikita, but they're just there. But most importantly, Edward, maraming salamat in advance for saying yes and being a part of this program of mine na kahit hindi naman kami kilala dito. At least, it's an honor and, we're very, very grateful and thankful that, you become a part of this.
Oh, no, thank you for having me here. I mean, one of the most important things, nandun po sa brief, hindi naman brief, motto ba, slogan of ABS-CBN in service of the Filipino, worldwide as well. I say that's also TFC, but that's also part of why I'm here today. So,
Isa lang naman lahat, kapamilya lahat. Tama pa
Of
rin.
course.
Okay, welcome. Speaking of mga kapamilya, kaya sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon natin mga kapamilya, mga PFC subscribers, ayan. Hello sa inyo. Ayan na ang ating bisitang napaka-cute, napaka-talented na si Edward Barber. Hi, Edward!
Hi there. Hi there, Miss Poca.
By the way, I'm Polka or La Vida Polka is my program. Yan. Welcome sa Fil Radio U.S.A. Ayan. Sa lahat ng mga fans ng mga nanonood, you can type in your mga greetings for your idol. Ayan ha. Yan. Send all the love and send all the smiles. Send share the videos. So ayan. So ayan, mag-uusap lang kami sandali ni Edward at dahil marami kaming pag-uusapan about of course his project which is very very special to him. But first and foremost, Edward, how's everything there in Manila? Of course, lockdown, quarantine, how's everything there? How are you?
Um, everything I'd say is well. Of course, we're still. I think solid na yung adjustment ng lahat sa pandemya. Parang ayaw ko sabihin na nasanay lahat because when you say that word, yung sanay, it means that you're content with it, or it means that you're not how do I say, you're not bracing for it anymore, you're not careful anymore. Pero para medyo ganun factor yung Pilipinas ngayon na parang ramdam mo pagtingin mo sa labas ng bahay, like you can see in the life around you. People are used to it, but people are not happy with it. But we're still fighting, we're still smiling. Naalala ko nung nasa Germany pa ako, nung wala pa ako sa industriya, a lot of people would always tell me, Edward, it's more fun in the Philippines. And I can say now to our mga pamilya, mga kababayan all over the world, we can say the words, it is still fun in the Philippines. Whatever goes on, kung typhoon man yan or pandemya, we keep on fighting. So I think everything is good. We have that spirit naman.
Very true.
Mm.
Speaking of lahi mo ha, kasi alam
Mm.
ko you're half Filipino, but for my information, your mom is Filipina.
Yes.
Your
Yes. And my
dad
dad is British.
is
British.
British. So ayun.
Yes.
May mga mangilan-ngilan akong kakilala nagtatanong, ano siya, di ba, German or ko? I'm not sure if half British. Parang ganun.
Well, just to clear that up, Miss Poca, I grew up in Germany. So a lot of people call me German, but I'm actually half British and half Filipino. So
Oh, alam mo, nagkakandara pa yung coworker ko si Rensha. Ang gwapo-gwapo mo daw.
yeah. Hello po.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so ayan, so you grew up in Germany
Right.
and then you moved to the Philippines. How old were you when you moved to the Philippines?
Well, I entered PBB when I was I just turned 16, so 2016. Well, actually, malapit na oh my gosh, 5 years in the industry. Because I entered PBB on August 6, 2016. So before that, a lot of people think na I had no connection to the Philippines before then. Hindi po yung totoo. Ever since I was like 6 months old, every Christmas we'd be coming here for vacation. Tapos yung bakasyon namin, yung nagpapaalam pa ako sa school ko na like 2 weeks I'm gone. So like naging 1 month yung vacation namin para sulit lahat. Maybe not 1 month, like 3 weeks, something like that. So like every year since I was young, I was exposed to the culture. Actually, only in 2016 was I exposed to the language talaga. Parang I can
Ooh.
talk to all of my friends and stuff.
What was the very first Tagalog word you learned?
Oh my gosh, hindi siya word, phrase siya. Kasi of course, it's in the Philippines, diba? We love caroling, we love Christmas. We celebrate Christmas sa Burr months pa lang. Pero yung first Tagalog phrase ko is, I'll tell the story na lang. Every time that there's Christmas carolers, sabi ng mama ko, "Ay, Edward, we don't have coins. Eto, labas ka, sabihin mo to." Di ko alam kung anong ibig sabihin at first, for like the first couple of years. So, every time na may carolers, sumigaw ako sa gate, "Wala kaming pera!" Tapos pumasok ako ulit. Tapos yun lang, umalis na yung mga bata. Parang nagalit sa akin.
So yun ang natutunan mo, wala kaming pera.
Wala kaming pera, we have no money. So,
Pero ba nasubukan mong mag-caroling?
oh, never. I mean, never, maybe. but never like, with the same heart, you know.
Talagang
Talagang bigay na bigay yung mga carolers eh. Like I didn't have that.
sa kapitbahay and do like, the singing, hindi mo naranasan yun.
Hindi. I never enjoyed singing talaga nung bata ako. Ako yung mahiyain na bata sa
Hiya,
corner nagbabasa.
hindi halata, hindi halata. But anyway, so mabalik lang tayo dun sa kasi you've mentioned earlier about the pandemic, people are used to it, just like here.
Mm.
The first few months it was really rough kasi nga hindi nga nasanay mga tao sa ganun, but eventually nasanay na rin. So if I was to ask, I was going to ask you this. Um, if there was one thing the pandemic taught you, what was it?
Oh. Um
Kasi you've been
wow, that's
kasi a lot of people like suffered, anxiety, depression, and
right.
it has taught a lot of people. On your part, anong natutunan mo na sa pinag
Well, I'm thinking about it eh. Because medyo madami. Like I will always say, and I know people like please don't misinterpret it when I say this. I still think and I feel like for a long time I'll think na 2020 was one of the most important years
Mhm.
of my life. Syempre hindi talaga maganda lahat ng nangyari.
Yeah.
Pero pag iniisip niyo talaga or like the effect it had on our country, not country, the whole world, parang the great equalizer siya eh. Like there's no rich, there's no poor in this time. We're all affected. There's no whatever. It like artists and crew, I don't care, production or staff, everyone, like for example in ABS, everyone got affected. It doesn't matter who you were.
Exactly.
But one of the most important things na I learned, honestly speaking, was um amongst getting closer to God in my faith. That's the most important. But other than that, I have to say the discipline. I really started like parang I was like, why can't I, for example, why can't I say no to food? Why am I always like, pag may pagkain, I have to eat. Something
Yeah.
like that. Yung mga maliit na bagay. I realized na parang if I can't make my bed in the morning, how
Mhm.
can I say no to food? So doon ako nagsimula. So I had to make my bed every morning.
Mhm.
Before I sleep, even if I like take a nap, I have to make my bed again. Tapos, nag-graduate ako sa parang 20 push-ups a day.
Oh,
Ayan. So, I do 20 push-ups a day. Tapos, like, dumami yung mga push-ups. Tapos, I noticed through yung mga the discipline like that, just, spending time in worship, in prayer, and in reading of the word every day, dun nabuo yung disiplina to the point now where I'm like, okay, hindi ako kakain ng carbs. And even if there's food right in front of me, I can say no to it.
mhm.
Um, and through that time, I can be more consistent in other things. Like for example, pag on time ako, I'll be on time talaga. Dati, 5 minutes late, okay lang yan. Pero now it's like, I'll be on time.
Yeah, mas
Just,
na-appreciate mo more the littlest,
yeah.
no? At saka yung nag-strengthen yung faith mo.
Yes. Actually, yung tungkol sa being on time, alam ko nandito yung road manager ko sa Ate DJ. Kaya nagpaparinig ako sa kanya na, Ate Dij, today, on time ako ah. Proud ka pa sa akin.
Okay, so bago tayo tumalon doon sa sunod nating pag-uusapan about your project and your show, batiin muna natin lahat ng mga fans mo na nagkakandara pa na sa'yo. Of course,
Ooh.
we have a lot of fans watching from Singapore, of course here in the United States. Sa New Zealand, ang daming mong mga fans. Ayan, batiin mo sila lahat. Ay, hindi naman
Oh
lahat.
my gosh.
Say hi to them.
Hello to all of everyone abroad, to iba't ibang countries, at the Mayward family, sa Solid Maymay and Solid Edward, to everyone who's just supporting, and to all of the casual viewers as well who support the show. Hello.
Even your fans like the Edward John Barber International.
Uy.
They're all
Okay,
watching
I guess
from
we gotta claim that.
people from Hong Kong. Oh, 'di ba? O meron ka ng Edward Barber International. So
Wow.
yan talagang it's for real, Edward. Hindi naman nakapagtataka 'yon, You're very
Thank you.
charming and you really are a nice person.
Ay, salamat po.
di ba?
Mamaya pag naka-off live, magbabago na po ako. I'm just kidding.
Ayan, sa lahat ng mga nanonood, remember to share the videos. Keep sharing. Okay, now let's jump to the next topic na pag-usapan natin. This project of yours that I'm so curious and I wouldn't say interesting, pero more curious ako kasi I know you've been into acting. You've been into acting for how long na?
Oh, well, since the very beginning. So since like again, almost 5 years now sa industry, almost the whole time. I think I'd say like safe to say three and a half or maybe even 4 years. That's what my main thing was or main craft was.
Mhm.
Tapos last year I really got into hosting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Now that's the thing I was gonna ask you now. So fresh take,
Mm.
fresh take is the title of the show. So can you tell us more about what is fresh take?
Okay. So this is what I'm so excited to bring sa audience natin, to everyone listening at the moment. Whether you're Filipino or not,
Mm-hmm.
like you have to realize OPM or original Filipino music, the music and the talent and the love for the craft that we have here in the Philippines will
Mm-hmm.
be coming to you wherever you are on the global stage. And as much as it is like, yes, technically people could call it my show because I'm the host of it. It's not just about that. It's about bringing the Philippines abroad, and that's the whole goal of the show. I can see that goal being already achieved. But we're gonna get more and more. So to bring it really briefly, Fresh Take is actually, well, it's a fresh take on an old heart. Our love for music. We're gonna have all these young, um, di lang young, but fresh artists with multiple different genres, all the talent that they have, and bringing it, like I said, to all of you guys internationally. So there's gonna be multiple performances in the show, but there's gonna be interviews. You're gonna see the different sides of the local talent. And I remember being one of those guys growing. I grew up in Germany, right? So I didn't have that strong. I did, but not as strong as I would have liked to, connection to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And nagulat ako when I came here to the Philippines, na parang hindi ko naintindihan yung mga hugot songs, but lagi may hugot, but lagi may umiiyak. And then I got that heart, and I realized what it's all about.
Uh-huh.
And it was just one of those things na parang, if you're Filipino, even if you're just half Filipino, even if you just have a friend that's Filipino,
Uh-huh.
this is something that is beautiful to partake in. So it's gonna be a show brought to you guys, available through Mix and TFC. So if you guys have the Filipino Talent Channel or TFC, mapapanood niyo po ito. And marami kaming mga special artists and guests. Actually, 3 per episode with multiple performances and interviews for each ep na mapapanood niyo dun. So that's really what Fresh Take is all about.
Okay, my follow-up question on that is you said you're gonna feature local artists. Are we just talking about local artists dyan sa Pinas, or we can include Filipinos around the world?
Well, of course, that's the hope. That's the end goal. Like,
Well,
not just to have Filipinos.
this
Like,
is
for
about
example, if there are any, yeah. And if there's aren't any Filipinos, oh, sorry, your audio cut. Ano po yun?
ang dami mga TFC subscribers nanonood. So this is your chance. So, this
Exactly. But
chance.
I know as well na maraming mga local Filipino talent but living in like the US. So I know in the future we would love, alam na natin pagtapos na yung pandemya, to have them here on the show as well, because the way we shot it is in the studio in ABS-CBN. So of course we want to have them here with us physically, face to face. But that's the end goal as well. Like maybe even to get international talent here on the show.
Very true.
Maganda din yan.
Kasi as an artist, as an entertainer, kasi namimiss mo rin yun, 'di ba? When
Mhm.
you're performing or doing a show na merong live audience. Kaya sa lahat ng mga nanonood out there, huwag pasaway, huwag matigas ang ulo, magsakripisyo at sumunod lang, and hopefully everyone gets vaccinated when the
Very
vaccine
true.
is available para lahat tayo. Hopefully, yun lang naman ang hope natin eh. Hopefully, dumating yung time na hindi na tayo mag-mask when we go out. 'Di ba?
Totoo. I'm excited for that.
Correct. So, ayan, kakatuwa naman. Paano ka na ano sa hosting, Edward?
Well, that's actually I've been doing hosting for a couple of years already. Nagsimula sa maliit na guesting ko sa Mix. And that's why like this was in 20, I think it was like 2018 maybe. I had a short time on Mix because I liked it. This I went into doing like ASAP Chill Out. That's I want ASAP. I became part of Mix. But it really started blooming sa simula ng pandemya. Syempre lahat online. So lahat ng mga shows, Mix lumipat sa online, may mga interviews pa. That's why I learned to love it. That's to answer your question a while ago, biggest learning about from the pandemic is
Mhm.
also I realized that I really do love hosting. Na
Mhm.
yung kahit, for example, kung nagkamali ako sa hosting or sa trabaho, or if I made a mistake or pangit yung ginawa ko, even if it sucks, I don't want to give up. Like I want to get better. There have been times naman in acting where I'm just like, ang pangit. Ayoko na. Parang nakakawala ng confidence. But
This
when
is
you have that passion, it can grow as well.
no, so gusto mo na talaga yung mag-hosting. So you really dreamt of doing this as well.
I can't say it was ever a dream. It's just something that sprouted. Like I didn't grow up being like gusto ko maging katulad ni Robbie Domingo or Luis Manzano or Billy Crawford or all those international hosts. But it's just one of those things where I feel like was put before me and I was like, "Oy, ganda nito ah. Parang pwede to ah." And it's just something that I'm really happy about because I can approach it like eto talaga yung gusto ko, yung mga conversations. That's what I love. Um and I like building that relationship with other people. Where in acting, it's more like you have to play a role. You can't venture outside the script.
Yeah,
You can be spontaneous, pero kailangan fitting to the character.
exactly.
So this is what I like. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was gonna ask if you were excited when this was offered to you. So obviously you
Oh,
said yes because you were happy.
yeah.
So ito na lang yung tanong ko. So if you were to hindi naman if you were to parang was there anyone or is there someone out there na that you look up to that you admire in hosting?
I have to go with one of the guys that I consider a brother as well. Like the one and only Robbie Domingo here in the Philippines. Like, yeah, you look abroad, pero in the same way that Fresh Take will be bringing our flavor to the global stage, I
Mhm.
feel like all those if you look at the sila Ellen DeGeneres and all the good hosts in the U.S. They all have their different style based on where they come from. And here in the Philippines, we have our own culture, we have our own flavor, we have our own talent and skill. And so like it's also the type of hosting is unique here. You can't compare the two. Honestly, hindi pwede maglaban yung dalawa. It's like water versus oil and you're trying to mix it. We have our own style. So it's just sort of like I look up to the local hosts here. Especially like Luis and Robbie, galing din silang mix. So it's sort of like I came from mix too. Para may medyo, di naman pride, but like, I'm happy and I'm proud to have started where I did. And kahit hindi ako yung sobrang komedyante katulad nilang dalawa, it's sort of like, uh, the people who have helped me along the way have really encouraged me to find like who I am sa hosting. So it's not the same. It's not gonna be a same replica of the same guy or the same style of hosting. But I'm really excited to find out where it leads. So yeah,
And
hope that answered the question.
yeah, no, you did. Pero what I was just gonna say is that you don't need to like emulate them. You need to be you. You need to be yourself. And so far, um, talking to you, I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, kayang-kaya mo pala eh. You're really good and eloquent, Edward.
Salamat po.
Yes, you are. Galing ha, magaling. So ayan, sa mga nanonood ngayon, remember to really, watch and support Edward's show, Fresh Take. Oh, ha, di ba? So if you were to, like, Fresh Take is more about, talented
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos, fresh talents. So if you were to have a different kind of talk show,
Mm.
who would be your dream guest na gusto mo
Oh, wow.
interview? Oh, but before pala you
Okay.
answer that, let me, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
Because you've acted first and now you're hosting. Which do you like better?
Oh, uh, wait,
Yeah.
sana may kontrata pa ako sa ABS pagkatapos. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I honestly have to say, what do I love better? It's like comparing a teleserye to a movie. It's like it's two different ball games.
Uh-huh.
I love the intricacy ng acting.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I love doing hosting more. I have to be honest there. And like honestly, if you um some people have been asking me like what do you want to do more? What will be seeing you more doing in the coming months or the years? And I feel like I just really want to solidify this. Like there have been times like Fresh Take. We taped 1 month's worth of content in one day.
Mhm.
And it was 14 hours straight of work, and it's the most fun I've ever had working in the last 5 years,
Wow.
um or my whole career, my whole life, to the point where like we're working, yeah, we're serious and we're disciplined, tama, pero we're all laughing, and that's I haven't, like, some people just flourish there, and I feel like that's where I'm happy and I'm enjoying. So I guess I'd have to choose. um parang hirap nito kasi it's like you're choosing which like parent you love
I'm
more.
sorry,
Parang
ha? I'm sorry. I was talagang na on the spot ka.
okay lang.
But that doesn't mean, of course, sa lahat ng mga fans, that doesn't mean he's gonna stop acting. Of course, he's still gonna do it. All
Totoo.
just, time management. Total, andyan si DJ, siya mag-asikaso niyan.
Yes, Ate Deej. But of course, like if there are any opportunities, of course I'll be quick to consider. I'm not gonna be like no agad dahil acting siya. But we'll really see. Like again, this is I just found a place where I'm really having, like, I'm really enjoying, and I
Uh,
feel like dun yung passion. So I wanna keep it there. Parang maganda na yung relationship, ba't ka mag-cheat? parang ganun.
correct, correct.
Oo.
But, I have to be honest, other than acting, I think you're really gonna go far by, through hosting as well, Edward. Because
Thank
you
you.
you really can talk. And I'm just, amazed and, just like, listening to you while
Oh,
you're talking.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So mabalik tayo dun sa dream guest. If you were to have another talk show, a different kind of theme like talk show, and who would be your dream guest that you would really love to interview?
Wait, I would love, wait.
Three na lang. Three.
Three?
If you can
Oh,
think of three famous people that you would like to interview, like a dream interview.
I would love to interview mga interviewers. Yun ang pinakamahirap na ano. Honestly,
Give me names.
one of them, just for one reason, I would love to interview Steve Harvey just to ask him the question, anong pakiramdam nung nandun ka sa Miss Universe, tapos maling pangalan ang binanggit mo. I just want to know what it feels like, bro.
My gosh, and to be watched by millions of people. Test it out.
But like I would love to interview sino pa ba? Can I give three international tapos
Of
three
course.
local?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would love to interview Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Like he's grown in his faith recently. I want to see, like, he sort of has like a darkness to light transition, and it's still like growing there. So I want to see how he is there. I would love to talk to him. This last internationals, I would love to interview. Uh, I would love to interview BTS. I think that would be really cool. Pero I'd have to make sure na talagang research and approved by the fans ang mga questions. Like, need their help on that. Pero sa local naman, I'd love, again, um, yung mga sit down interviews. I would love to interview Tito Boy. Like how would it be to get into that mind na sanay, like he's used to getting into my mind. Parang how could I ask him questions?
And how to
Um,
ask the questions.
right. Because he does workshops even with hosting. So
Correct.
it's like scary to interview someone who knows how to interview.
It takes a lot, it takes
Yes.
a lot of, learning, experience to get into like deep conversations like that.
I would also love to interview like the directors, like sila Direct Lauren ng ABS-CBN, of course, the head of Star Magic at the moment, and a big boss in ABS, Direct Kathy,
Uh-huh.
Garcia Molina, like, someone we love so much. But I get if one more local star, it would also probably be. I gotta think about this na last na to eh. Um, siguro mga like mga old school. I would love to interview Marvin Augustine. I would love to do that. Yung dating love team ni Miss Jolina.
Yeah.
Um,
And why
because like
Mark?
I don't know. He was like first of all he was in a big love team, and
Yes.
as well like just to get the because I know like in the future I'm part of a love team at the moment, and I'm happy doing that. But also parang down the line, years ahead, because he's one of the most genuine people I've ever met, and I've only met him like once or twice.
Mhm.
This he's a really good chef,
Mhm.
and a cook, and he
Mhm.
even offered me after only meeting me a couple of times, Edward, I'll teach you how to cook. And I was
Oh,
like, "Oy, awesome." Di ko alam kung biro lang yun or not. Pero
who
just to
knows?
see down the line, what is it like? Like you made it through the young stages, this the middle stages, this year. He's not old. He's not super old, but he went through it all. And I
Yes.
want to see like I want
You've
to
experienced
get like
a
pick into
lot.
the experiences. Yeah, yeah.
He has experienced a lot. My gosh, you're really good, Edward. You're really good. So let
Salamat
me
po.
ask you this. What do you do on a typical day when you're not working?
Sorry. Sorry.
What
Ayan.
do you typically do?
Um, every day starts off, and this sounds like really, I don't, like I'll start off with just having some quiet time by myself. Regardless of, I'll adjust my schedule for it. So, halimbawa yung call time ko 7, I'll wake up at, I don't know, 5,
Mhm.
just to make sure I get some quiet time, to settle, spend some time, alone. Hindi naman meditating. Like I'll listen to some worship music, parang that's my anchor for today. Like Lord, give me strength for today. And then
Mhm.
when I sleep, Lord, thank you for the strength for today. And then it rinses and repeats. And that's like the main anchor of my day. Now, if I can't do that, I feel off. I don't feel like I don't have an anchor.
You
But
don't feel like you're grounded.
that's the word. That's the word, grounded. And especially when you're talking to people, and like whether they're big artists or small artists, you're talking about their life. And it's
Mhm.
not like if you don't know how to like handle yourself, or like if you're thinking, oh, what do I ask, I don't have a question.
I
that's
got
um that's so scary.
yun ang pinakamahirap when
And
you
so
blanco ka.
yeah, and then thinking on the spot. So honestly, that's the main two like core of my day. But I live with my mom at the moment. My sister just went back to Germany.
Mhm.
Um, and so it's like since that happened, I'm adjusting again to just living. I'm just checking if the door is open. Eh. Nakikinig siya ngayon eh. Where I'm adjusting again to like how I can be there for my mom. I can't like there's a point where yes, you're working, you
Mhm.
gotta work, yeah. But doesn't matter how busy you are at work, you shouldn't never hindi naman neglect, but you should always make time
Big time.
for your family. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah,
Even if
that's
you're
the
the
right
president, doesn't matter.
thing to say. Always
Mm,
make time.
mm,
Because most especially nowadays, you'll never know. You'll just never really, really know.
yeah.
So Edward, my last question to you is, anong nakakapagpangiti kay Edward? What makes you
Oh
smile?
wow. Wait, I'll show you. This is one of whatever, like I mean, this is not like a big deep question
Uh-huh.
answer. But it's sort of like one of those things na yung pick me up when things get a little upsetting.
Mhm.
I have two really good friends that go by Nika and Emeka. Two of my closest friends in my church as well.
Hi, Mika and Amika. Mika
Yeah, Nika and Emeka.
and Mika.
And that when I came to share ko lang very quick. I came to my faith. I came to God. Like I was struggling beginning of 2020 before the pandemic, and that's what sort of I can really say saved me. I was in the healthiest mindset as well, and these were two of the really big instrumental people in my life that changed it. And in the pandemic, which medyo nauso, they're a married couple. Um, Life was created, so to say. She got Nika got pregnant. I was there for the whole journey since the announcement. I was there the day she gave birth. She had a
Wow.
home birth.
Wow.
Um, like in a water bath. It was an amazing experience. I wasn't in the room, but I heard I heard the final push,
Okay.
and there's
That's
just
very interesting, huh? That's very interesting.
this is something that always manages to make my day. I'm just making sure I get the nice picture.
Okay.
Um, and I'll show it with full brightness. The most beautiful child I have ever seen. Her name is Zizi, and that's her. She's so cute.
Oh,
Um, she's
wow.
such a beautiful kid, and she's a big one as well. Like I can tell she's gonna be an athlete when she grows up, like her parents before her.
Oh my gosh, I love
Pero
that outfit. It's so cute.
so cute, and that was actually at my baptism a couple of weeks ago. They brought the baby. And wala lang. It's just one of those things where I know magiging stressed ako in the future because I'm the ninong, I'm the godfather,
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
and
Buti na lang nilinaw mo kasi baka yung iba na hindi nakinig
yeah.
ng sabihin baby. Hindi po baby, hindi Edward yun ha. Baby ng friends niya.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Buti lang sinabi mo Godfather.
Oo, I'm the godfather. Hindi ko anak yan. Oo nga, no? Hindi ko ninina. Sorry. I'm the godfather. And I know I'm gonna be stressed when I'm older because I'm gonna be like, watching over the kid. Because I know she's gonna be a beautiful child. And so like 10, 20 years down the line, oh my gosh. I can feel the stress I'm gonna have already. But it's just one of those things where, you can be stressed, you can be tired. It's not even my child. But it's just like I already have a lot and just a lot of love for it. And just seeing the way she's grown in the beginning of this year, she was born. Um, I don't know. I feel like a lot of OFWs can relate to that because you're living there. You have your children. Sometimes it's like, oh man, and I can't speak from personal experience. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I assume it to be correct from all the
Yeah.
stories. If you have a children and you're living, alone or on the other side of the world, but you see your child, that's what can give you strength. And even though kahit papaano hindi yung anak ko, yun ang nagpapalakas sa akin. When I feel tired or weak, I get like videos of the first gurgles. I'm like, my strength.
Oh my gosh. Nakakaano naman, Edward, you are so invested sa inaanak mo. Nakakatuwa ka naman. I can't trying to imagine uh uh siguro far future pa naman when the time come na you
Oh,
become
yes.
wow. Talagang you're so invested in that angel really makes you smile.
Yes, for sure.
Well, nakakatuwa. I can't imagine tapos na tong interview na to. And I'm
Bilis
so
naman.
and I'm so thankful. Pero I'm so happy na I hopefully na-achieve natin yung casual fun interview
Mhm.
lang.
Yeah,
I hope I
absolutely.
I hope comfortable ka. And thank you very much talaga, Edward. And again, pasalamatan natin lahat ng iyong mga followers and supporters, fans all over the world, yung mga nasa Pilipinas at ang lahat ng mga followers mo slash fans ng mga TSC
Mhm.
subscribers all over the world. Batiin ko lang lahat ng mga taga Alabama, Florida, Seattle, lahat ng mga kakilala ko nandito yung tita, yung pinsan ni Miss Dulce nanonood sa iyo at follower mo nanonood.
Wow. Hello po.
A lot of people diyan sa Hong Kong, sa Japan, na mga kakilala ko din. They love you so much, Edward. Do you want to, say anything to them?
I mean, para sa inyong lahat. And I know you're all in different countries, and I know we're all going through similar but very very different things. I just want to thank you. Nasa gitna ng pandemya, you're still like watching, you're still supporting, and in the in the Philippines especially, like the industry in general, you guys could really choose to prioritize other things, but a lot of people still choose to support. not just me but other artists.
Mhm.
Thank you for bringing life to our homes, as well as to the industry that we're in. And I really hope and I pray that all of you guys are safe. Na makukuha niyo po ang vaccine at the right time. That we'll go back to an old normal with new changes, with improvement sana in our own hearts and in the society around us. So God bless you guys. Also, I'll invite all of you to watch
There you
Fresh
go.
Take, which is happening. Wait, what's the date today? On June 5, and then it'll also be airing here in the Philippines on June 6. That's when they'll be starting, and every week there'll be fresh episodes. Of course, amazing talent that we have, the likes of Sam Concepcion, we got Jada Avanzado, we got Sav, we got Jake Zyrus is also being there on the show. Jeremy G, so many people who have the talent to make it big, and we're bringing that to your homes on TFC and Mix. So mga kapamilya, mga kababayan, I'll see you there.
Oh, yan. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, our TFC subscribers all over the world. Palakpakan ulit natin si Mr. Edward Barber. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Edward
guys.
Barber. It was so fun talking to you.
Thank
And
you.
I know you'll go very, 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 very far. You have a very bright future ahead of you. And lahat ng mga fans mo at ako na rin, we are saying congratulations. And they are so proud of you. And sana matupad mo pa lahat ng mga gusto mo pang gawin. Thank you very much. And good luck and congratulations in advance to your show, Fresh Take. Sa lahat ng mga nanonood,
Thank you.
sure you all support, follow Edward Barber and his show, Fresh Take. At sa lahat ng mga Filipinos all over the world na mga talented, hopefully matuloy na yung plano na in the near future na baka kayo na rin ang ma-feature sa
Yes, sir.
ni Edward Barber. Maraming salamat ulit to your team, June and DJ. Thank you very much. Mga kapamilya, maraming salamat. And as I always say here on La Vida Poca, spread the love, spread the kindness, and spread the laughter. God bless everyone and to God be the glory.
Amen.
Bye!